Hello, everyone. We hope you all are doing well and welcome to another fantasy match preview. We wanted to do this one live because we've done a lot of recorded previews. So we thought that let's do this one live with all of you and take all your questions. This is for the Afghanistan Australia game. It's going to be a crazy madhouse game, is what I expect, because Australia need to get a good lead on their net run rate, and it's not going to be easy against Afghanistan spin, especially because the homeboy Rashid Khan is going to be playing this game, and we saw what the homeboy Shadab Khan, even though he played just one game in
Yes,
Sydney, did for them.
बिल्कुल. First disclaimer, not a good game for small league because a lot will depend on the conditions there and the
Hmm.
scenarios that Australia have to qualify. So I'll say बहुत अच्छा गेम है दो for Grand League for multiple combinations. तो
Hmm.
please एक अच्छी base team बना, but small league avoid करना. Try and play more mini GLs and Grand Leagues क्योंकि this is excellent game for Grand. इससे अच्छा गेम आपको नहीं मिलेगा in some time.
Yes, and because it's going to be crazy with the amount of hitting that is going to happen, it is very possible that points get spread out amongst players
Yeah.
because it's going to be difficult to settle in and hit every ball for Australia for any player. But yes, if someone knows how to do it, it's David Warner. So let's see what we have in store first up in terms of venue conditions. So this game is going to be played at the Adelaide Oval, and यहाँ पर not too much of weather around, not too much expected on that front, but it's Australia, so you can never say. In terms of dimensions, again, it's shorter, square, and straight is longer, which means that while pace will be happier, spin will also be in the game because the batsmen will try to play one shot after another against the spinners, and we have a lot of spinners in contention for this game.
थ्रू दैट एंड ऑल्सो याद रखना इस वेन्यू पे एक फ्रेश पिच होनी चाहिए. डबल हेडर है
Hmm.
तो वो है कि नहीं पहले वो सुबह कंफर्म हो जाएगा उसके बाद क्योंकि पहला मैच हो जाएगा. यू हैव मच क्लियर आइडिया कि व्हाट आर द कंडीशन फॉर द सेकंड गेम एंड देन यू
Hmm.
कैन मेक योर पिक्स अकॉर्डिंगली. स्पिन हुई कि नहीं सेकंड इनिंग्स में या स्विंग कितना हुआ दोनों इनिंग में मूवमेंट था कि नहीं. अंडरलाइट्स
Hmm.
आल्सो एडलेड डज अ बिट वी सॉ दैट इन द इंडिया बांग्लादेश गेम इज वेल. एक टीम के लिए कंडीशंस वे वेरी डिफरेंट एज अपोज टू द अदर. तो प्लीज उन सबको ध्यान में रख के फिर अपने वैसे कॉम्बिनेशन बनाना.
Yes, absolutely. And we want to announce the jersey giveaway winner for today's game. And I will just display on my screen. It's Shadab Khan, 94 points was the closest guess. Someone else also had put about 113 points, but it was an edited comment. And like we mentioned, edited comments will be eliminated because we don't know when the edit has been made. So Tinu Patil is the winner for this one. You can DM us on Fantasy Crick Pro with your contact details and address details, and we'll have it sent over to you. Also, yesterday's winner has not approached us yet, so please send your details as soon as possible because after 48 hours, no one is eligible for the prize. So ensure that you do that. And apart from that, we hope all of you are participating in the respective leaderboards because these are the last set of games, last 4 5 set of games that are going to be there up till Sunday. After that, it's only semi-finals and finals. So take your best shot on the Fan to Play app. If you've not downloaded it, link is in the description. Go do it right now.
बिल्कुल. और देखो बेस टीम चल रही है अगर रेगुलरली तो प्लीज उसका और फायदा होता है. टचवुड मे दैट नेवर चेंज. मल्टीपल
Hmm.
कॉम्बिनेशन बनाओ ताकि आप सभी लीडर बोर्ड में आगे जाते हो, नॉट जस्ट वन और ये लीडर बोर्ड में आप आगे जाओगे, ओवरऑल लीडर बोर्ड में आगे जाओगे, गेम के लीडर बोर्ड में आगे जाओगे. सेकंड इनिंग्स भी है फॉर यू टू विन. सो यस प्लीज मेक द मोस्ट ऑफ एवरीथिंग दैट्स देयर फॉर यू.
Yes, absolutely. So now let's look at what base team we have in store for this game. So this is the base team that we have currently set up for the Australia-Afghanistan game. And in the keeping section, we have gone with Gurbaz. Obviously, Wade is batting very low. And the three batters we have gone with David Warner, Mitchell Marsh, who started to bowl a bit again, and Ibrahim Zadran, who's taking his time and batting stably and hence becomes a good choice.
बिल्कुल. ग्रैंड लीग ऑप्शन नंबर 1. If you think Gurbaz will get out early, pick Wade. If you feel
Hmm.
Wade will also bat higher up the order given the conditions or given the requirement of the game, pick Wade.
Hmm.
Differential number 1 वहीं का वहीं out जाएगा क्योंकि many will still come with Gurbaz. तो ये गट फील कॉल होगा वहाँ पे. तो that is your first pick. Finch और टीम डेविड के फिटनेस पे there are concerns. तो वो दोनों खेलते हैं तो वो दोनों भी आपके टीम में होनी चाहिए because they are likely to make प्ले इम्पैक्ट नॉक्स। इस गेम में आपको सभी ऐसे प्लेयर्स को लेना चाहिए जो आपको लगता है कि जो लिमिटेड अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम में ज़्यादा इम्पैक्ट दे सकते हैं, क्योंकि इट इज़ द बेट अबाउट क्वालिफिकेशन एंड हाउ प्रैक्टिकल इट इज़। तो वैसे आप अपनी टीम बनाएं। अभी के लिए वी हैव गॉन विद द कॉमन पिक्स इफ यू कैन से दैट। तो डेविड
Hmm.
गॉर्डन, मिचेल मार्श, इब्राहिम ज़ातरा, ऑल थ्री यू विल सी इन मेनी टीम्स।
Yes, absolutely. When we look at the all-rounders, we have gone with Stoinis and Nabi. Stoinis will try to take full advantage of the square boundaries, and we have seen that कुछ भी shot आप उसको डालो, he pounces on it, and these will be the conditions where he'll try to make the most of it. But it also means that it brings the Afghanistan spinners into play. One fear that I have with Nabi is that because Australia have a lot of right-handers, and we've already seen he's not been bowling his full quota, so that will be a balance up call for you to take between Nabi or Mujibur Rahman.
बिल्कुल, आई थिंक वेरी फेयर कॉल देयर। यहाँ पे आपको यूसेज देखना है, एंड नावी यूजुअली इज ट्रबल्ड बाय शॉर्ट बॉल्स वेल इफ दे आर वेल बोल्ड, एंड
Hmm.
ऑस्ट्रेलिया हैव इनफ पेसर्स टू एक्सप्लॉइट दैट। बट द डिसएडवांटेज देयर इज शॉर्ट बाउंड्री काफी छोटी है, तो अगर नाबी ने कलेक्ट कर दिए एक दो तो फिर वो लंबा मारेंगे। तो दैट इज द कॉल दैट यू हैव टू टेक कि हाउ डू यू थिंक दैट इज गोइंग टू पैन आउट फॉर हिम एंड योर साइड एज वेल। तो पोटेंशियली क्या आपको लगता है कि मुझे 2 विकेट लेके आपको उतने पॉइंट्स दे देंगे कि नामी का नॉक भी कवर हो जाए? You can go down there too, no problem there.
Yes, absolutely. And few of you who have dropped questions, you can put all your questions in the comment section. After we complete discussing the base team and all, then we will
Yeah,
get on to the questions too. Then in the
yeah.
bowlers, we have gone with the 4 Australian bowlers. We feel Zampa also can play an important role here, especially if he's bowling second. And Rashid Khan, obviously, at Adelaide, you don't want to leave him. If there's one ground where he's going to perform, it is Adelaide for sure.
अब देखो एक चीज यहाँ पे बहुत याद रखनी जरूरी है कि ये चारों बॉलर ऑस्ट्रेलिया के आपको सभी टीम में दिखेंगे, बट
Hmm.
अगर ऑस्ट्रेलिया पहले बैटिंग करती है तो देन द गेम इज इवन मोर वाइड ओपन फॉर यू टू ट्राई आउट एनीबॉडी दैट यू वांट। यू कुड ट्राई फर यू कुड ट्राई यू कुड फरीद, सॉरी, यू कुड ट्राई फजला, यू कुड ट्राई
Hmm.
रशीद खान, यू कुड ट्राई मुजीबुर रहमान, यू कुड ट्राई गुलबदीन नाइम, यू कुड ट्राई उमर सैद। कोई भी प्लेयर, क्योंकि अफगानिस्तान की यूसेज इतनी राम भरोसे है, इन प्रॉपर 2022 है, आपको नहीं पता कौन कौन सा ओवर डालेगा और कौन कौन से ओवर में विकेट ले लेगा। तो
Hmm.
देन इट बिकम्स इवन मोर क्रेजियर गेम फॉर ग्रैंड लीग। और इसीलिए मैं कहता हूँ स्मॉल लीग में इसलिए से बेटर है इस गेम के लिए ग्रैंड लीग खेलो। हाँ, अगर ऑस्ट्रेलिया पहले बॉलिंग करती है एंड यू आर वेरी श्योर, देन यू कैन प्ले स्मॉल लीग्स मे बी, बट अदरवाइज आई थिंक ग्रैंड लीग के लिए गेम बहुत अच्छा है।
Yes, Bilkul. And as far as captaincy and vice captaincy is concerned, for us, it's going to be between the Australian all rounders and bowlers because we know that Australian batters will have to attack ball after ball. Even though Warner
Yeah,
is going to be a good captaincy or vice captaincy choice, even though he's not
yeah.
shown form, we know with him that big knock is around the corner at any point.
बिल्कुल, तो वो एक कॉल जैसे हमने कहा ऑलराउंडर्स को इसी के लिए बैट करते हैं, क्योंकि अगर आपका आपने बैटर पे रिस्क लिया, वो पहले बॉल पे आउट हो गए, यू आर आउट ऑफ द गेम, व्हिच इज नॉट
Hmm.
द केस विद एन ऑलराउंडर, जैसे वी सॉ विद शादाब खान, एंड दैट स्माइल इज वेरी विजिबल, सो यू नो द रेस्ट।
Yes, absolutely. Now let's look at your favorite section. What is your specific Grand League option for this game?
So
So,
let's
Nikhil bhai.
continue.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
continue the rule. You go first. Second game,
Okay.
yeah.
So my Grand League options for this game from Afghanistan, Najibullah Zadran. I feel if he bats first, he's not that bad a player of pace, so I think he can set in and bat well. And from Australia, it's going to be Glenn Maxwell because when it's a hit every ball sort of approach, then there's nobody better than Maxwell because that suits his style of play.
Cool. That's one pick gone, but no problem there. My pick for Australia is going to be Matthew Wade. I feel he's somebody who's been playing that role very well.
Hmm.
Jaldi आओ, runs बनाओ, catches लो, because we are expecting them to go big in terms of win. He'll contribute in three facets: catches, behind the wicket, runs, और obviously runs and catches behind the wicket. काफी अपने लिए bowling नहीं करनी वेट से, but that is the bit, because he's played that role enough. तो impact role है. He doesn't he hit the boundaries well, square of the wicket काफी strong है. तो I feel he could be a very good option for you to try. और ज़्यादा लोग नहीं बनेंगे उन्हें, जो I feel. तो that's a proper Granley call. And from Afghanistan, I think very very risky, but Umar Zaid would be a very handy pick if he's used well.
And especially if he bowls first because he
Of
can be
course,
used at random
yes,
points.
exactly.
So, guys, we are open to taking any questions that you have now, and thank you for the few super stickers that I see around. Very thoughtful of all of you to send around these super stickers, means a lot. And the first question we have is: can Maxi be effective tomorrow, as he's the best player of Spain for Australia, and also he's bowling? So yes, like I mentioned, he is my Grand League pick for tomorrow. The only catch with Maxwell is that because he plays so many shots, a ball after ball, there is that risk that if it does not pay off, then he leaves you nowhere. Hence, हमने small league and base team में नहीं रखा है, but in grand leagues we will surely try.
बिल्कुल, आप अगर आप देखें हमने इसीलिए आपको सबसे पहले कहा कि ये कॉम्बिनेशन काफ़ी चेंज हो जाएगा ड्यूरिंग द टाइम ऑफ द गेम कंडीशंस के
Hmm.
हिसाब से। मैक्सवेल के साथ एक चीज़ आपको याद रखनी है, दुनिया इधर की उधर हो जाए, मैक्सवेल इज ऑलवेज गिवन इंपॉर्टेंट रोल। In the Ireland game, he had no business bowling to two righties up in the power play, but he bowled and got 2 wickets out of nowhere, and he still bowled overs after that as well. So that is something it tells you how much they want to use him,
Hmm.
both with bat and ball. तो game में रहेंगे वो हमेशा. So yes, always going to be a key player for you when you want to win big.
Yes, absolutely. And Maxwell को ले सकते हैं. So yes, that's our answer. आप grand leagues में try कर सकते हो. Small leagues में unless you feel like Stoinis will not bowl, Stoinis will not
Yeah.
score. That is the only suspect spot that I see. Otherwise, I don't think you can drop उनमें से कोई भी players. So
Yeah.
yes. राशिद को ड्रॉप कर सकते हैं. Too risky because in both this is not going to be a scenario where Australia will only attack if they bat second or something against him. They have to attack him whether they bat first or they bat second. But yes, if you feel like you उनके 4 ओवर वो निकाल के खेलेंगे and बाकी 16 overs they'll attack, then आप
Yeah.
ड्रॉप कर सकते हो. But I would try that only as a grand league scenario. I don't think I'll try it in small leagues because he can also give you batting value, and yeah, just I might not be worthy in small league scenario.
मे बी आप एक ही केस में शायद ड्रॉप कर सकते हो कि अगर वो पहले बैटिंग करते हैं और आपको लगता है कि कोई चांस नहीं है कि उन्हें कोई विकेट मिले इन द सेकंड इनिंग्स और शायद वो 4 ओवर ना रहे, बट बिकॉज इज राशिद खान, होपफुली इतना कॉमन सेंस तो नबी में भी होगा कि कितना भी छोटा गेम हो, नबी राशिद शुड बोल फॉर। अब वो अफगानिस्तान हैव यूज्ड बोलिंग रिसोर्सेज वेरी स्पोरेडिकली, तो बट स्टिल यू थिंक कि मुझे और राशिद आर द टू बॉलर्स जिनके आपको पूरे 4 ओवर दिखेंगे, तो दैट्स ऑल्सो हिंट फॉर यू कि और किसी को ट्राई करो ना करो, इन दोनों को शायद अपनी टीम में रखना अगर आपको वैसा लगता है।
Yes, बिल्कुल. And Nikhil bhai admirer here, so big cheers to Faisal.
थैंक यू वेरी
And
काइंड ऑफ यू।
7-4 or 6-5 in Australian favor. I would go 7-4 personally, but in grand leagues, I would not hesitate to try 6-5 because, like I said, I'm expecting points to be evenly spread out. So maybe in grand leagues, I'll try 6-5, but not in small leagues.
देखो मैं तो स्मॉल लीग वैसे भी खेलना छोड़ दिया है बहुत कम टाइम से, तो मिनी जेल्स जेल्स 6-5 7-4 in some combinations for sure, but primary team might still be 6-5. If Afghanistan bowl first, then 6-5. If Australia bowl first, then it might be 7-4.
जी बिल्कुल. And Tim David, if he plays, yes, there's an injury concern over Tim David, Aaron Finch, and Stoinis. These are the 3 players who we are not sure if they'll play or not. So just keep an eye out on that. But yes, if he plays, while Rashid can trouble him, he will be important. And square boundary shorter, he is someone who enjoys peppering those square boundaries just like Stoinis. So yes, he can be important. Just the thing is that when you're playing against a team like Afghanistan with so many spin threats, and when you're batting so low, and he obviously his favored option is to hit pace rather than spin, so that will be a key point. That do you feel like spinners will be saved, like their resources will be saved
Yeah.
to bowl against him, or do you feel like they'll use Farid Malik or Fazal Haq, who I feel he'll have a better chance of getting the better of?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, और एक चीज जैसे हमने पहले भी बात करी, जितने भी ऑलराउंडर्स हैं जो जहां पर भी है, इफ द रोल इज टू गो आफ्टर एवरी सेकंड बॉल, then it is going to be incredibly tricky to back somebody to not make a mistake. तो वो एक चीज याद रखना। मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा हूँ कि वो लोग 100 पे अलाउड हो जाएगी ऑस्ट्रेलिया, इतने शॉट्स खेलेगी, बट कंडीशंस के हिसाब से आप पिक ले सकते हो। बैटिंग फर्स्ट टीम डेविड को मैं 100% टीम में रखूंगा, क्योंकि उनकी बैटिंग आएगी की रोल पे। बैटिंग सेकंड में बहुत सारे फैक्टर्स हैं कि कितना स्कोर बन रहा है, कहाँ पे उन्हें भेजा जा रहा है, किसके ऊपर भेजा जा रहा है। तो अगर उसको स्टॉइनिस या मैक्सवेल के ऊपर भेज दिया तो भी प्रॉब्लम होगी, और अगर मार्श और वार्नर की बैटिंग नहीं आई तो भी प्रॉब्लम होगी। So that is the thing with the game tomorrow. और इसीलिए मैं कह रहा हूँ कि ग्रैंड लीग के लिए बहुत अच्छा गेम है. If they are playing for qualification, which I hope they do.
Yes, absolutely. And yes, today's GL team worked well. So let's see if we can try to share more GL teams. Like you mentioned, we will try to do that too. And great to hear you both. Who do you think will be the four semi-finalists and who might face whom in the semi-finals?
Sir, if anything, this is the last year where there should be any predictions that are done. इस पे नहीं जाने का. इस साल इसको skip कर दो.
ठीक है, but I will give my thoughts on this. I think from our group, India will go through along with South Africa, even though Pakistan seems to have opened the door from the back. But I'm confident that they're good enough to mess up. And from this group, New Zealand is surely going through between Australia or England. That will be the tricky call to make.
Fair.
And yes, now that your questions are over, if you have any, you can still put them
Yeah.
through. But first up, we'll look at the jersey giveaway question for this specific game. And the question for this game is how many runs will Glenn Maxwell score? No points, no complication. And don't put this right now in the live comments. Please wait for the video to get over because the live
Yeah.
comments don't get saved to us. So please wait for the video to get over. Once the video is over, you can come back to the link and you can put your comment and hit the like button to be eligible. How many runs will Glenn Maxwell score in the match against Afghanistan? Simply his
Yeah.
name and the number of runs, and you'll be eligible to win an amazing jersey.
मस्त बिल्कुल. I think 42 मारेगा. 42. 18 बॉल में 42.
Let's see if that happens. And please don't edit your comments because someone edited a comment, and even though it was right, we could not award them. So please ensure you do not edit your comments.
और एक
And
एक जो लॉजिक है, अगर एडिट किया है तो राइट ही होना चाहिए. मतलब अगर एडिट भी गलत कर रहे हो तो फिर देयर इज सम प्रॉब्लम.
yes, Bilkul and Hazelwood cap tomorrow. So, yes, you can do that. One observation that I have with Afghanistan, they give more wickets off the full and short deliveries. Whenever it's good length, they seem to play and miss a lot or tend to just play out the bowling. So Hazelwood is someone who relies on the good length to get more of his wickets, which under pressure he can still very much do. But keep in mind, if Afghanistan bat first, they bat under no sort of pressure. And Hazelwood's 3 overs have been used in power plays at points by Finch. So that will be the key tricky part on whether you want to go with Hazelwood, Cummins, or Stark, because he's the one who's being used a lot up front. So while we hinge a lot towards Hazelwood, those would be key points to keep in mind.
बिल्कुल. द यूसेज विल बी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. तो who you pick as the key bowler for key phases, वैसे फिर आप डिसाइड कर सकते हो कौन बहुत है इसके लिए.
Yes, absolutely. And we have lost your audio, huh, sir?
अच्छा सॉरी. So
Anyway, okay. Thank you so much to everyone for all your questions. Good of all of you to tune in at such a short notice. We hope all of you have a great game and remember to come back to this video and answer that jersey giveaway question. So all of you are eligible. Thank you so much and have a great set of games. We'll upload the New Zealand Island preview in some time from now.
बिल्कुल. Thank you so much for joining guys. Have a good time.